name is Sister Bethany Madonna, and I'm a Sister of Life. I had a great plan for my life. I think I had my wedding planned by the age of 5, sketches around 12. I was going to marry somebody wonderful, and he was going to be madly in love with me, and we'd have our own litany of saints for children. Peter, James, John, Paul, Thomas, Philip, Bartholomew, Linus, the baby, and he'd have a little blue blanket just like the Peanuts character. So I went to college, I was dating, I started studying communications with my future ahead of me in law or counseling. And I went to adoration and I was before the Lord and I asked him an honest question. How did you make my heart to love? And I heard a response. It was gentle, it was silent, it was a whisper. Consider being totally mine. Now, at first, the images I received were from The Sound of Music and Sister Act, so it was terrifying and awkward, foreign to me. But the words, consider being mine, those rested. I decided I needed a time to be single, a season of singleness, to really be able to hear the Lord. Some people call it a dating fast. That seems a little harsh to me. I thought season of singleness because seasons pass, and I hoped this one would too. During that time, I began to bring to the Lord all of my great desires and also my fears. Then, a decisive moment changed the trajectory of my life. It all started with a new friend. She'd had a radical conversion, and she was a little wild, kind of like John the Baptist, wild hair, fun car, all in. One day she invited me to pray with her at the abortion clinic, and I was like, are you crazy? What, are you gonna get us arrested or something? I don't think so. She was like, it's just the rosary. So I said, well, when do you go? Saturday. What time? 6. a.m. or p.m.? Whoa. She lured me with Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and I agreed. I will never forget that morning as long as I live. As the sun rose up over that rundown building, it revealed a whole line of women dressed in their sweats, wrapped around the clinic. And I remember the tears running down my face as I saw them standing there, sad, abandoned. I had spoken about abortion, I had debated about abortion, I had written about abortion, but it was always distant from me, a political term, a medical procedure, a sin. But that morning, abortion had a face, and it was the face of my friends sitting next to me in class and their unborn children who wouldn't see the light of that day. And my life changed, and I knew I would live and die for them. And it was at that point the Lord began introducing to me men and women who were suffering after abortion, and I was so moved with compassion for them and with great love for our God, who was going after them with such tenderness and persistence to grant them his mercy and healing. The question of vocation persisted and strengthened. I said to the Lord, I want a love that is romantic and passionate and total and faithful and life-giving. I don't know how you're going to fulfill this desire. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to miss out. And I want to be a mother, Lord. I want to have lots of kids. I don't know how you'll satisfy me here. And I know you gave me this desire. And he responded with 2 invitations. The first, would you love me with the love that you've been saving for a husband? Would you love me with it, and would you let me love you? I will love you perfectly. I will never hurt you. I will be your spouse. And that was overwhelming. I so desired to receive that. But I struggled. What about the kids? I felt the Lord respond with another invitation. Would you be willing to love every child as if it were your own child of flesh and blood? Would you love in that way? And that for me was the 100-fold. I entered the Sisters of Life, I professed my final vows, and I have never been happier. It is a privilege and a joy to be consecrated to protect and enhance the sacredness of human life, to be his bride, to mother his children who are the most vulnerable, to let them know about their goodness and their dignity and their destiny to be with him forever in heaven.